What's going on, everybody? It's time that we take a look at the new Tempest class inside of Diablo Immortal. I have been holding on to this, waiting for this for so long. I even got my Diablo Immortal Tempest themed shirt with, don't I match? I literally match the update that's incoming to the game. We're ready to go, guys, and what I have to share with you guys today is my entire experience that I had while I was at Blizzard headquarters. That's right, last week I was away. I couldn't share that with all of you because I was under NDA, but I was at Blizzard HQ testing out the Tempest class, playing it before anyone else was able. Myself and a handful of other content creators, including my good friend Misery Hates Company, were out there, and we were just able to play the class and play the new Paragon system, so I can in-depth tell you what that feels like, what it's all about. I did put a video out earlier on today that went through all of this information, but I wanted to share with you every single minute of my playtime. Now, everything that we're watching here was me diving into it, having to set up controls because I was on a different system than what I normally play on, having to just essentially acquaint myself with the way that it's played over there at Blizzard HQ. This was all cleaned up, edited real nice. We're going to take a look at a bunch of different stuff, a little tiny bit of PvP where I got smoked most of the time because, well, I wasn't optimized. But let's go in, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit play, pause things wherever I want to along the way, and show you the experience that I had. So let's take a look right here at the new Tempest class. This is what she looks like. Our girl looks like right here. I did go with the female class, and we went with this because, well, I thought the Tempest looked good as a female, and that is the original cosmetic, what she just looks like in her normal gear. Also notice the Paragon levels on top, they are set at 299. So the Paragon drop is true. The Paragon crunch, the level crunch is true. And we are no longer going to be at 1,399 Paragon or wherever we're going to be. We are going to be dropping down to the high 200s upon, well, I'm not actually sure when that happens, if that's going to be happening with the release of the Tempest or if that's going to come in an update following. If you look in game right now, because I literally am grinding Diablo Immortal right now as we play, if you look, there is a 6-day countdown right now. And on it, it gives you some details of what's going to be coming. A nice animation. Actually, it looks like difficulty levels reduced, Paragon system reduced. Yep, it's all there. It is all there for us to see. So this is my initial jump into the new zone. Kind of, again, figuring things out. The controls are all whacked, the skills are whacked, and until later in my session, I did not find a skill set that I actually liked that worked well together. Towards the end of this, we did get what we were looking for. Let me say what's up. We got Scrappy Academy, OG Diablo Immortal creator here in the chat today, also a good friend. We have Red October in the house, who is my partner in crime, always helping me out with things, giving me some direction on what's out there, and I always appreciate you. And we have a bunch of new members. Check this out. Derek in the house, Bright in the house. We have other members that just became members at the beginning of this stream. Who am I talking about? Where's their membership thing? Derek and Detective HX. If you are a member, make sure that you let us know by throwing some emotes right now in the chat. Some of those exclusive Echo emotes. So notice this is a class that's focused on wind and on water. A lot of the attacks that I found that are more close ranged attacks are the wind ones, and the water ones, at least the primary, is a more ranged attack. So it was really, really cool to be able to play this for the first time. I want to thank Blizzard for taking me out to their headquarters, giving me a tour for the day. I'd been there multiple times before, but it's always great to get a tour. Check out this cosmetic, by the way. Awesome looking cosmetic. Really, really nice. And it was just there for me to play. So, of course, we equipped that bad boy, and we were ready to go. Also had a nice little portal, too. So the Tempest class looks badass. Like, it looks real cool. It kind of looks like, in this cosmetic skin that I'm wearing, it kind of looks like a necromancer. But just to pause for a second, as we get here to the skills, which I did cover in the video earlier, Again, I wanted to thank Blizzard for taking me out. It was great to meet the team, to break bread with the team, and really just talk about gaming, about Diablo Immortal, and just get to know everyone as a whole. It's an experience that I will never pass up. And if you remember last year I was supposed to go, and my flight never left Jersey. Never left. I never was able to get there for the Blood Night. I was supposed to be there, but I never actually made it there, which was really sad. So I was really happy when I was able to get here for the Tempest. All right, what's up, Marty? What's up, Behold, Scott, Chris, Philip? Taking a look at some of these skills right now, you'll notice that I have currently equipped a mixture of the wind and the water. The water ones are in blue, the wind ones are, well, they're in gold. And we have Riptide. Release your... Now, something that I noticed in the video I placed out earlier, the damage numbers here are weird. I think they're wrong. I think they're placeholder numbers because release your edges to command the water around you in a crushing tide that pulls nearby enemies in, dealing 84 damage and stunning them for 2 seconds. 84 damage doesn't sound right to me. It sounds like it's very underpowered. So let's just assume right now that these numbers that we're looking at are not legit numbers. Let's go on to the next skill. What do we go to? I think we go to Fog Step. Create an area of wind that lasts for 3.5 seconds, prevents you from being picked out, and increases your attack speed. This is one that I use later on in the video, which you'll see. It basically puts you in a circle of wind. Think about, if you ever played Brawl Stars, think about Sandy. You go in the sandstorm and you're invisible. Here, you're not actually invisible, but you can't be targeted from far if you haven't already had target locked on. Plus, it increases your attack speed, which essentially means more damage. Rolling Surf. Empower yourself with the sea for 6 seconds, causing your Zephyrs primary attacks to hurl water blades that penetrate enemies, dealing 93 damage. Additionally, your movement speed is increased to 35%, and you ride a wave, allowing you to primary attack. Now, this wave riding that we're speaking of right here is freaking awesome. You're literally like Silver Surfer riding this wave. You could attack while you're on it, just like me on my Crusader with the horse, but you could use other skills while you're on it too. Not only that, you can use your ultimate while riding the wave. That was awesome. When you're a Crusader, you use your ultimate, you pop off the wave. Here, you don't. You're able to stay on it. And yes, I know. Who we got? Marwin, he liked my Sandy reference. Yes, it was a good reference. It was a good reference for anyone that gets it. All right, let's keep going. So this one, Rolling Surf, definitely a good one. We have Squall up next. Is this the one? I don't remember if this is the one that I like. Empowers yourself with a C in this. No, that's not it. Oh, I was scrolling to the bottom because I had missed that. Squall. Call on the power of the wind to teleport you and your Zephyr to a targeted location, unleashing a swirl of attacks, dealing 594 damage. So these Zephyrs that they keep talking about, they are clones of yourself. They're made of water, they can't be targeted, and they don't stop attacking. They essentially just stay up. Now there's no cooldown on them. Maybe they can be targeted. I forget how they eventually go away. Maybe we'll see throughout our footage here today. What's up, Illis? Welcome to the stream. Behold as well, Poilo, Halis, Serrano. Nice to see all you guys here. These are affected by gems the same way a necromancer's spawn would be affected by gems. And my initial thought was, well, crap, we could put Echoing Shade on this bitch and we could have a whole bunch of them. We could have 2 Zephyrs and then maybe 2 or 3 more Zephyrs and be just surrounded by Zephyrs. I was using the Echoing, what is it, Echoing Shade? I think that's what it is. I was using it and it was not exactly working the way I would have thought. You'll see as we get into this because the accounts that we were put on were equipped with some nice gems. Next we have, come on now, I'm taking, oh, I decided I wanted that one. Next, Storm Fury. Imbue your edges of the weapons of nearby allies for 9 seconds, causing your primary attacks to unleash slashes of wind, dealing an additional 40% damage. So essentially making imbue weapons of nearby primary attacks, making them stronger. Cool. Should have probably used that one when I was messing with some PvP, shouldn't I? Oh, what do we have here? Tidal Rush. You and a targeted Zephyr dash to each other's current locations. Come on, slicing through enemies in your wake, dealing damage. And you have 3 charges of that one. And again, the dealing damage, 56, that number can't be right. That's not right. Oh, Getting attacked. I think it's funny that I'm like playing the game on the side, not actually showing it, and then streaming the gameplay that we're talking about. All right, next up we have Vortex. Conjure a vortex that pulls in nearby enemies, dealing 320 damage, and that one is affected by the charm that I was wearing. What's next? Zephyr Surge. Dissipate into the air, becoming untargetable and unleashing a fury of 5 slashes on nearby enemies, dealing more damage with each hit, and the fatal strike dealing more damage than the normal attacks. Zephyr Surge also consumes all of your Zephyrs, empowering the attack with 2. So what that means is your Zephyrs essentially will die. That's one of the ways that your Zephyrs will go away in that use, utilizing that skill. Now, I was using that skill literally all the time. It's one of my favorite ones. I think it's massively strong, and it's one that I would recommend everyone use. You'll see it, I believe, from when we start playing the game in the very beginning until we end. It's just a really, really solid one. Do I show you any more? I didn't show the primary and the secondary attack yet. I think I do later on in this recording. But in addition to that, guys, there is a passive, which is essentially our Zephyrs. I don't scroll all the way up. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't scroll all the way up to show that. But it's okay. We'll get there later on. Oh, we have also Crosswinds, Cascade, Breaker, a couple of other ones that I don't think. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's actually take a look here. This one is you and your Zephyrs unleash a gust of wind to a targeted location, dealing damage. Nice. What's Cascade? You and your Zephyrs slam your edges into the ground, unleashing a crashing wave around you, dealing damage. That's also a nice one. I liked it enough to activate it right there. Breaker, flourish your blade's edges, unleashing a wave that crashes your enemies, dealing damage. As it crashes around you, it conjures a Zephyr. And then we have Blade Dance. Notice up top, I don't think I go to it, but we have Wind's Edge and Wave's Edge. Those are the two primary attacks. Wind's Edge is obviously a wind attack, and that's one that's going to do really well, in my opinion, in close range battles. And the Wave is better for PvE, being in the open world with a little bit more of range in your attacks as well. And then, of course, we have the passive, which is the first time that we're really ever having a passive, that is essentially going to make those Zephyrs spawn for you on a regular cadence. Yep, that's I don't know what I was doing right there, why I decided to stop, but we did. Red October says, I'm excited to see the Tempest finally drop next week. Definitely gonna swap. This is a lot, because look at this, man. Red October has been Monk since day one. Monk, the least popular class inside of the game, and Red has stayed as the Monk. Now, I will say, the combat right here of this class is Monk-esque, and we're going to kind of talk about that as we go on through this video and as I demonstrate some of the attacks that it can do. It definitely has an acrobatic feel to it. And one of my favorite things, though, about this class is really just the primary attack. Having your blades attached to you with water is really cool. It gives you a range attack. It actually reminds me, I think it was God of War that had that. He had the blades and the chains, right? He would whip the chain, something like this. I think I just looked just like him from God of War. I need the red eye thing. But yeah, it reminded me of that, and it really felt good. See, now here I had to change the controllers a little bit because it just wasn't working out for me. Paragon tree, yes, 100%. We will get to that in this live stream. It's in this recording. And if you, for some reason, miss some of this live stream, it'll be on the channel as a video when we're done. Or I also have a video on the main channel that basically touches on the primary points from the video that we're watching now. This is about a 2-hour-long video that I have of all of this footage, of everything related to this class. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stay live for 2 hours, but we will try. But the video that I put out was about a 15-minute sneak peek of all of these elements from the game. Now again, keep in mind, during this playthrough, my primary objective was not to like level the account. It was to just mess around with it and feel it and see what it was actually like, what it felt like to be this class. Because think about it, guys. I'm playing as a Crusader. I actually love my Crusader a lot. While away on this trip, I was like, screw it. I'm going to switch to Barbarian. I switched to Barbarian. I was like, yeah, you know what? I miss my Crusader. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go to Demon Hunter. I switched to Demon Hunter and I said, you know what? I don't love it. Let's go back to Crusader again. I will be switching to the Tempest. 100%. When we can swap, I'm swapping to Tempest. I'm going to test this thing out. And I shouldn't say that. I already know how it plays. I know how it feels. I'm going to play as it. I'm going to put out builds on the Tempest. It's going to be fun. But I'm probably going to go back to Crusader. The Tempest class is actually a ranged class. This is not a class that is made for close range combat. But a lot of the attacks bring you close in to your opponents. They suck you in. So it's definitely a hybrid type attack. You have your range, but then you also have all the dash skills and everything, much like you see in the Monk, that are going to make it feel like it's actually more of an up close and personal class. Problem is, the up close and personal version of this, like how that actually looks, it's what am I trying to say? The up close and personal, you're not tanky enough. You're not a barb or a crusader. It's more like you're a monk and you need to really be able to protect yourself. And as I said in my video, this is a high skill class. A class that's gonna take a lot of work to actually be able to play. You can't just throw it out there and button mash and hope for the best. Here you're gonna have to show some skill and you're gonna have to learn how to play the class. Much like, say it, much like, what class, chat? What class? What's up, Cam? How you doing? What's up, clown? Yes, I did. Throughout this entire video, I messed with builds. I messed with different skills, and I did find one that I really liked for open world farming. I did. And I found one that I liked for PvP, because we were going into that little training center, and we were doing like little 1v1s. In the beginning, I didn't have anything set. I took a few losses. I did get one win. I forget who it was against. Maybe it was against Misery. But I lost a bunch. It doesn't matter. It was all just testing to try out the class. Plus, we all know I'm not a PvP guy. But this is our first look at the Tempest taking down the Crusader King. Did a really nice job there, let's be honest. It went down fairly quickly. Blood Knight, Monk. You're new to the channel. What's up, Pascal? Make sure you subscribe. Wizard, thank you for the content. I appreciate that, bro. Wizard or Monk? Obviously, the Wizard is a high skill class, but I was more speaking of the Monk. The Monk. Yo, you're watching from the Philippines. What's up, bro? Actually, why doesn't everyone let me know in the chat right now? Where are you guys all from? Let me know where you're watching from. Again, I'm back in here changing up the settings so that this could work for me. And now in my game that I'm playing at this moment, see right here, I'm just trying to do a little bit more of my open world farming because we are trying to level up our gear, guys. We're trying. I could put this up on like a different screen so you guys could see what I'm doing here too, but I don't think that's important. I don't think anyone's here to see what I'm doing in game right now. You're more here to see what the Tempest has to offer. And there we go, messing around with the skills a little bit. Mist Touched was the passive that I was talking about that allowed for us to have those Zephyrs. Yo, Klaus coming through with the membership. Let's go. Can we get some hype in the chat right now for Klaus? I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Make sure you share your entrance with an emote for everyone to see. I actually have about 40 legendary crests saved, and I had Cam, I believe, donate me another $50 that I'm going to put forward for legendary crests as well. So that's going to be a live stream in itself. I want to try and do a 100 legendary crest run again. I'm going to do that monthly, maybe every other month. It's not cheap to do. This is a live stream, clown, but it will be as a video once the live stream is over. I will keep it up. This will be available for you to watch. Don't you worry. All right, just keeping this farming going, you know? Keeping this farming going. Now, think about it like this. When we get this new class, we're gonna have all new essences that we need. Look at this right here. Oh, can we go back? I don't want to try and go back and mess it up. Let's see if I can drag back a little bit. Let's see if that puts us where we need to be. That right there, so we're featuring a little bit. That's like the sliding around I was talking about. Notice we are in Hell 1 when I clicked on it. Look at this. Normal, Hell 1, Hell 2. It looks like there's another one under it. Hell 2 is Paragon 100 to 233. It's 133 levels per Paragon level now, guys. That is a massive change from what we've been seeing. So there was your quick peek into that. You gotta keep your eyes on the screen. You can't miss stuff because there's a lot of stuff here, guys, that that has changed. Lots of changes that have come to the game. No, I don't want to exit. Now, by the way, just so you all know, everything that we were playing, there's Hell 3 up to 399. So we're going to be in Hell 3 all the way to 399, which is quite some time. It's going to be a while sitting in that difficulty level, which with me is actually fine. I'm good with that. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go in the Southern Dreadlands. I wanted to try and go to a dense area with enemies that I could... Oh, check out this portal. That was pretty cool, right? I wanted to go to a dense area where I was able to find a bunch of enemies and just fight, right? Just fight, not do anything crazy, but fight with things. I wasn't looking for PvP. I just wanted to see what this all looked like. That right there are where you do the wind attack. You got the wind attack going on, which essentially does 5 different strikes. It absorbs your Zephyrs, so it takes them. Now I'm riding the wave and doing the primary attacks while I'm riding the wave, much like we see with the Crusader. Those are 2 skills that I really, really did like. We're talking about what I was using at left trigger and at left bumper. Then the other 2, they were kind of interchangeable. The dash, I didn't find to be that great. I didn't love it, maybe for PvP. The wave, the tidal wave that we were just doing, which was sitting at RB, that was actually quite nice. It was an explosion, tidal wave from all sides. There's a lot of good damage quickly. Is resonance mean something? Resonance has not changed. Nothing about resonance has changed after this patch. Combat ratings may be shifted around a little bit. I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I think at some point in this video, I do go look at combat rating. But I think it's not the combat rating that's going to change, but more the levels that the combat ratings sit within. So like we used to have Hell 1 through 8, and then Inferno 1 through 6. Combat ratings were spread across all those, what, 15 levels or something? Now it's going to be all of the combat ratings within 3 levels. So you're going to be able to break into a new Hell difficulty at 1 combat rating, and you got to progress 133 combat ratings before you could move on to the next Hell difficulty, which, you know what? That's fine. What up, V? How you doing, bro? Deadly Kitty, what's up? Mither, how you doing? So that's just something that's worth noting as well. What's the purpose of always having to do combat rating stuff? Like have to switch for combat rating? I don't know. I don't think it was really that important. I got to, I guess I did put out my live stream. I was thinking, should I let everyone know that I'm streaming? I didn't really let everybody know. I got Cam hitting me up. What are your plans for the live stream? Oh, no. Cam, why are you leaving servers, bro? You can't leave us. That can't happen, dude. It can't happen. But no, this whole project, this whole stream is about sharing what the Tempest is bringing, and of course what the new Paragon system looks like. Which, let me be honest, I don't hate it. I don't hate the new Paragon system. I think that what we have now is a little bit too robust and really not necessary. I don't need to build 15 Paragon trees in another year, 20-something Paragon trees, just to use 1. Right? Now, I get it how the passive stats, we're going to probably take a little bit of a dip in passive stats, but to me, I like the system better. It does give us a little less customization options. It's more user-friendly for new players. Yo, what up, Dub? Deadly Parrot, what's up, bro? It's been forever since I've seen you. Roland, how you doing? No, I'm not saying 27k combat rating is the new 33. I don't actually remember what it was, but... Bro had so much res, he ran by me and I died twice. That's funny, Derek. That's funny, bro. How to clone scales how does the clones scale off good? So how are the clones? They're called Zephyrs. They're essentially and it's hard to see, like, I don't see a bunch of Zephyrs. Do you guys see any Zephyrs? It's something that I actually struggled to see as well during my gameplay. Like, those are my clones. Those clones are from the Echoing Shade gem. Those are not the Zephyrs. The Zephyrs themselves are very water looking. They look like water. And look at the combat rating of the gear. That stuff hasn't changed. So I don't, where's one? Right there. 1830 for combat rating. And we're at difficulty we're at 299 as far as our level goes, Paragon. And yeah, hit the like button, homies. Hit the like button, homies. Let's keep this rolling. Is there going to be a level cap now? No, the Paragon system is still going to stack. We're still getting 10 levels per week, which is a question that I actually asked. I was curious. Like, was the Paragon jump only going to be 3 levels per week? It's still going to be 10, and it's still going to refresh every Monday. So the progression that we have in Paragon is not changing. The amount of Paragon that we can progress is not changing. It's just all being condensed into larger difficulty. So look, this is my first fight. I think I fight Ezereth right here. My build sucks. So Ezereth wants to fight me. I'm going to die quick. And you're going to notice here, it's super hard to see inside of here. We actually brought this up that maybe we need a bigger area for fighting where you don't get targeted. So look at this. I'm in there. He's immune to damage. I got some type of shield on me, but he does as well. And we were actually both looking good on health right there. And then instantly, it dies. It dies. Actually, I lasted longer than I thought on this one. I'm analyzing my play. Wasn't the worst. It actually looks like I have him lower in health than he has me. I did. I had him down to no health. But then I lost. Did you see that? I had him down to like no health. But then I lost the battle. So good win there, Ezereth. He was definitely determined to build the best build that he could during this playtesting. Yeah, one of the things that we did say was that we'd love to see a bigger area for battling, right? It would just be nicer to have more space and so that we don't get pulled in by the dummies. So it looks like I'm going to be doing a Terror Rift here, which was cool. I was curious, like, how strong is this class for a Terror Rift? I currently play the Crusader, and I have a lot of AoE damage that I dive in with, and that AoE damage is able to get a lot of damage in a lot of places really quickly, so why not test out this new build? Like, wouldn't that be, this new class, wouldn't it be kind of cool to be able to do really strong stuff inside of Terror Rifts as well? Well, we're about to see how well that actually worked out. In the chat, let me know, did I die? Or did I survive and complete the Terror Rift? What do you think? I like this shirt. I think it's a good color for me, actually. It's like a teal. Like a teal. I like it. Yeah, I wasn't being sneaky. I was under NDA. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, which basically says I can't... Oh, here we go. Oh. That's your first peek at the Paragon. There are 5 different trees. You could see a couple of them under me. Here, let me hide myself from you so you could see this. But we have Frenzy of Battle, Soul of Conquest, Grind Expedition, Invincibility is one of them. And all of these circles that you see are different nodes that you can unlock with your Paragon points. Notice I have 299 Paragon points, which was a lot and allowed me to do a lot of upgrading here. And if you notice on the left-hand side, right behind me, there is all of these nodes. And there's a locked node on the bottom. You can use one of the 5 Paragon trees to fill in the first 5 nodes, any skills that you want. Then the locked node, the locked circle on the bottom, can be chosen from any other Paragon tree you want. So that's how the system works. A lot easier, but it is a standard upgrade that you get in all of your stats. It's not like it could be manipulated the way we used to manipulate all of the circles, where we'd always try and get, you know, I don't know, damage or armor. If you wanted to really build up a tanky class, you'd put in a whole bunch of armor nodes from your Paragon trees. Now it does not work that way. When you complete a Paragon tree, your stats are the same no matter what Paragon tree you completed. it does not change. The ability to customize there is gone, and you will see that in a little bit. These shirts aren't listed yet. I think this is it's got something on the back too. I got the nice, right? It fits well. I'm not a tie-dye guy. I'm not the type of dude that wears tie-dye, but this is it's actually nice. I like it. Thank you, Blizzard, for the gift. They also gave me this. I got this thing too, which was cool. The Diablo 2. What is this called? A pop. Really cool. Glows in the dark. So yeah, they gave us a couple of little gifts when we went out there, which was always very nice of them. They treated us very well. I got to hang out with the entire development team of Diablo Immortal. Adam got to spend a lot of time with. Blizzkeel we got to spend a lot of time with. It was a great time. Derek, you're funny. Yeah, the Phantom Market cosmetic that's available now in game will also be available for the Tempest. So when you switch classes, you can play as the Tempest with the cosmetic, the the Mad King cosmetic, because it'll be unlocked if you purchased it. And there will be a new one coming out, I believe. I saw something for a new Phantom Market coming upon the launch, and then I heard that it was just going to come as a normal cosmetic and not as a Phantom Market cosmetic. So I guess we'll have to see what that actually looks like when it does come out, because I'm not sure how that's going to look, if it's going to be Phantom Market or if it's just going to be a normal cosmetic. I think I have enough monstrous essence right now to turn in. We're getting a ton of legendaries, by the way. Ton of them. Wow. We're looking good here, boys. I mean, I know that what I'm looking at and what you're looking at are different things, but nice, we got the Sanguine Queen. Do we take her down? It actually took a while. This was not a quick battle. It definitely was not. And Mountbank is equipping me with that shield as well. So that was nice. Needed a little bit more shielding to get in there. And we got ourselves up to Paragon level 300 upon that victory, which was cool. And then we get ourselves out of there. Did they change anything in the inventory? Good question. Nothing was changed in the inventory that I saw. And I went through everything, so I didn't see any changes to the inventory, no. Inventory slots all looked the same. Dead Parrot. Yep. Yo, what up? Killer Pete, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. All right. So now I'm just going to be running through the open world a little bit, showing a little bit more battles, you know, killing a bunch more stuff. And that was cool. I got to get rid of a bunch of my things right here that I'm wearing. Okay, back in here. Do we go more into Paragon right now? So you have your primary stat that I'm pointing to right there in the middle. Then it branches out to the 3 around it, and then you can get to the final lengths of the tree. Another cool feature is you can click on the, so you have the center. I can't really point because you can't see it. You got the center, then the one above it, and then the 2 that branch out to the left and the right. You can go to the final one on the branch, and it'll backfill everything, which is really nice. A little quality of life to make it nice and easy. And as you can see, check that out. It's going to give you armor pen, armor, potency, resistance, damage, life for this unlock. It shows you how much you get for all of the unlocks that you do. All right. And it's standard across the board. You can't manipulate it. There's no nodes that if you activate them, they give you more than if you don't activate them. So a lot of players, I think, are going to have a problem with that. But in my opinion, I think it's fine. It does make things just a little bit easier, in my opinion. Any of this gear that I want to wear? Nope. We're going to salvage all this stuff. Essence transfer it all. Been pulling in so many new essences because of the amount of gear that we've been getting rid of. All right. Back to the grind. So now we also have wind movement, string mystery, invincibility, as I showed you before. Each of the Paragon trees a different color, and each of the skills offering you different things. So if we take a look at the Carnage that I chose, damage increased by 5% for 6 seconds per one monster killed, stacking up to 10 times. And then it gives us the damage attributes. And again, as I mentioned, the attributes that you're going to be getting here are the same no matter what skills you unlock. They're going to be the same bonuses. Right? I do at some point throughout this go through and show a bunch of the different skills. I don't go through all of them. I think that's going to be fun for you guys to kind of explore yourself. Wind movement in my video, I did say that, actually right here, it'll tell you, when you leave a war, you gain a Blessing of Gods. When attacked, Blessing of God provides you with 75% damage reduction for 2 seconds after the end of Blessing of God. You cannot gain Blessing of God for more, again, for 30 seconds. All right, so this is just examples of what some of these things look like. And here we have Fetish. When you hit an enemy with a different attack, primary attack or skill, you gain 10 stacking. Done damage, done increased by 1% for 3 seconds with each layer. So we're going to definitely find which of these are best for PvP, which of these are best for PvE, what do we like, and we're going to start messing with them. Essentially, we're going to find a tree that gives us the most that we like, and that'll be the active tree that we activate right here. And then there'll be that one hidden gem skill, I believe they call them skills, they are called skills, that one hidden gem skill that's stuck in a tree that sucks and we don't want to use that tree, and that's the one that we'll be putting right here beneath me in that spot that it was locked, which is now unlocked. I believe it unlocks at Paragon 300, but I could be wrong there. I didn't actually see how it unlocked as I was playing through. So just giving you a good look at the entire system as a whole. This is very good for people that don't want to have a complex system and that just want some simplicity. Right here, we have something increases damage taken by 2% for each enemy within 5 yards, stacking up to 4 times. Enemies will stack 2 times, for damage taken before the same limit. So some of these are actually a little confusing. I wonder if what amount of this stuff is translated from Chinese. Now we have skill damage. When you have members of 4 different classes within a party, you gain an aura that increases all damage you deal by 3% to allies within 5 yards of you. The aura effect does not stack. So that's pretty cool too. Again, there's all different sorts of things that can benefit. 15 yards, skill description. This is Battle Spark. 15 yards. Each time a party member defeats a player and damage is increased by 3% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. You could put a lot of these together if you're looking to... Soul of Conquest is going to, it seems, help us out a lot when we're doing party-related activities. Movement speeds increase for 3% for kill streaks that you get on. Skill description, movement speed increased by 35% for 6 seconds. So notice I'm activating it. I'm using my Paragon points to activate the nodes. Now, at this point in time when I was doing it, I didn't know how the whole system worked. But notice how we're getting the unlocks, the power upgrades. They are standard. I can't say this enough times. What's up? I'm happy. Now I'm going higher and higher, and I'm filling out one node of that entire tree. Now, the benefit here is you're able to unlock as many as you want and equip 5 of them. Only the ones that you equip are the ones that are going to be active. You're gaining the bonuses, the skill bonuses that you're seeing right over there. You're gaining those as you fill up the tree more and more. I think I need to reload my game. I'm not collecting any resources or anything right now. Not picking anything up. Oh, there we go. Now it is. All right, we're good. No need for a reset. So see, as we fill, we get energy, or we get the powers that be filling up within. Then we have to equip them though, and at this point in time, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that we need to equip them on the left-hand side. Keep in mind, as all this was going on, I believe I was sitting next to Ezereth. As this was all going on, we were kind of discussing it and deciding like, how does the system work? Blizzard wasn't there, you know, walking us through and holding our hand. They were letting us experiment with the process because for them, that's a good test. We were new players at that point in time to these systems, and they were able to test and see how well we liked them and how quickly we were able to understand them and implement them into the build. Now, a lot was there. We're getting a new class, new skills, new Paragon system as well. So there was a lot to digest at once, but that's no different than what you guys are going to be digesting when you download the game, or I should say update the game. Yo, Eric coming through with the membership. Thanks so much, brother. I appreciate that. Can we get a little hype in the chat? And Eric, make sure that you show everyone your emotes that you've just unlocked inside of the stream for being a member. I really appreciate that, brother. Let's go. I don't know why it's not. It should be screaming out when something like that comes through, but it's not. It's not. My Streamlabs isn't seeming to be working. Let's see if I can go get that set up. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to be happy for you guys. Get a little hype on the situation, you know? Oh, you know why? I think it's because I'm logged in. I'm logged in under a different account. Let's change it up. I thought I switched that over. I was logged in under my my Raid account because I streamed Raid Shadow Legends yesterday. By the way, I do have another channel where I play Raid Shadow Legends. Also, I'm starting to play Warcraft Rumble again. How the heck does that happen? Come on, man. My stream my entire computer shut down. I try hooking up Streamlabs, my entire computer shuts down. Let's get us back to where we were in our footage here because, man, we gotta get back to where we were. What were we about in here? All right, we did our Terra Rift. We were looking at the Paragon trees. Yeah, and we were right about here, right? I'm sorry about that, guys. We're back. We lost the majority of our audience. We lost. That sucks. How the hell does the computer shut down like that? What a bummer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. At least the recording is still going. Hopefully it doesn't mess itself up. Yo, Eric coming through with the donation. Dude, I didn't even get to log in. I didn't even get to log in for you, buddy. I'm gonna try this again. Hopefully it doesn't cut me off again. Got nothing else running on the computer. It should be very low lift for this computer. Eric coming through with the membership and with the donation as well. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you very much. All right, let's do this. Settings. No, it's actually not settings. We want to go here. Let's make sure this works. Let's test it. There we go. All right, it worked. It worked. What's up, guys? It's time to start filling up this room again because we got more to see. We got more to see of the Tempest. Big shout outs to Eric for the donation and for the membership as well. I appreciate you guys sticking around and not dipping on me. I know a lot did, but we're going to get you back. Can we get ourselves back up to the nearly 300 viewers we had in this stream? A lot of hype right now everyone is having for this brand new class. I mean, Diablo Immortal on track for having a brand new class every single year. The question is, I guess, what, do they already have another one in the works? That's the big question that I have for you guys. What do you think? Although we haven't even gotten this one yet. What am I doing jumping ahead so much, right? What am I doing? What's up, Vinny? How you doing, bro? What's up, man? All right, I'm getting myself set up somewhere safe. Putting it down. Appreciate you guys all coming back to the stream, not ditching me. All right, so we got another Terror Rift that we're running right here. See how well we do on it. We killed all the monsters, now we gotta beat the boss man. See, I was messing around with some of these skills, and some of them I really didn't like. Notice we did switch right now to the wind primary attack versus the water primary attack. The wind primary seems more effective and stronger when we're looking at PvP. And I personally like the water when I'm doing PvE. Next class, Echoing Echo of Echoes confirmed. I would love, how cool would that be? How would I not? How would I play anything but an Echo class, right? So Crosswinds is what we were using right there. You and your Zephyrs unleash a gust of wind. That was that like burst that I was doing. It really didn't do a ton of damage, but this one does seem like the damage number is actually correct. When I was looking at them earlier on, those numbers were not right. Let's see here. Here, the numbers are right now again. I wonder if it had something to do with an upgrade that I did within the video. Conjure a Zephyr at your current location, dash forward. So now we're getting the numbers, 30,000 damage on that skill being used right there. And here, create an area of wind, prevents you from being picked out. That one worked out nicely too. I used that for PvP. Here, Riptide, 36,000 damage and stunning them for 2 seconds. Remember, we are in a developer's build. So some things that we're seeing inside of here could be changed. There could be little bugs and things like that, which is fine. It's a developer's build. It's not the actual build coming out. And they gave themselves 2 weeks to work out any kinks that may have been along the way while we were doing this. Now, I do run the Deluged Plane. This is the Fractured Plane version that's coming to the game when this launches in 6 days. You're going to be able to test this class out in the Fractured Plane if you don't want a class change. But again, why not just class change? It costs nothing. You lose nothing. There's really no reason to just not class change. I am a big proponent of it, and I actually should start doing it more often, right? It's a great feature that the game offers, offering you a different gameplay experience every single time. So now I figured that I do like the, I really like the game mode, the Fractured Plane. So I thought it'd be really cool to do this.
Over an age of glory. So we say, an unconquerable legacy.
Giving you a sneak peek here.
Until the Empress's unity collapsed in rage. Paragon followed its leaders as ever.
Ivan, $7.99. You're stuck at Paragon $7.99. You need to beat the equivalent Heliqury boss to get to 800. But yes, once this update happens, we're getting dropped down to around 290 or something like that for our server Paragon level. So what I would say is, upon launch day, save all your stuff, save all your turn-ins, so that you can then, on day 1, bump yourself up and jump into the new Paragon level. Try and get yourself up to Paragon by saving your stuff. This is the story mode that comes along. Notice you are a little person, a little girl, little girl. And I'm going through the story, which I was getting axed inside of here. I was getting crushed. I couldn't even, I was getting one-shotted, so we'll see how that works.
Unity is our safeguard from the storm. In exile,
Both hands to show, not live. What do you mean to show, not live? I don't know what you mean. Not sure what you mean, buddy. You're welcome, Ivan.
without my blades, you can't. I won't survive. The worthy are
Yep,
uplifted
so
by their ordeals.
I save on a regular basis. All my Paragon points, I save them for Mondays. On Mondays, I turn them in. And on Mondays, I turn them in. And I get a bump in Paragon every time. It's great. So with the update coming, you should definitely save your stuff because you're going to want that Paragon jump on that day. You're going to want to be up to Paragon level. What's up, Mahai?
Storm is headed this way.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, no. This is a recording of my experience from last week at Blizzard headquarters. I believe I mentioned that in the beginning of the stream, but that's the issue with live, right? Sometimes people join that are not here live. Okay, just gotta check some of my messages here.
The beasts are already gathering. They must smell prey on the wind.
Soon they'll smell nothing at all.
That's the spirit.
I am wounded. But still recharging.
So again, this is that the little storyline that we follow here. Now this is also where I ran into some. Look at this. I'm getting one-shotted by this thing, and I don't know why. Like, I keep running out there. I keep trying it. And I'm just getting shotted. Like, what am I doing wrong? And here I actually look. I believe I look at my... I'll pause it, too, so we can take a look together. I believe I look at my combat rating just to see what it is. Oh, notice that as well. Tempest Trial Dungeon. Gem Trove. Let's keep playing here. Where do I hope that I go. I would love to check out the combat rating for you guys. Yeah, no. That's the new way that we play. They implanted a node in my temple, and I can now control the game from my temple node. Yeah, it's awesome. Less finger cramping. Power of the mind. All right, so I said screw it. I'm not trying to do that anymore because I just kept getting one-shotted along the way. But out here, completely fine. That was weird. I wonder if there was like a little issue with that storyline, because when I did look, my combat rating was just fine. Like, there wasn't an issue there. Do we go into it here? Do I look? So look at the combat rating of all the gear that I'm wearing. Typical stuff. All typical. 1800. Neural. Elon Musk would love it. Yeah, he would. Let's actually read this. Choose one of the 3 Tempest recommended builds and enter Mad King's Breach to experience what it means to be a Tempest. So you're going to get... Looks like you get some experience and some gear. I don't know why Gem Trove is on there, though. I didn't actually notice that when I was playing. Did it just give me... Is it giving me these... What am I doing right here? What is happening with the gems on the screen? Why am I getting all these gems? Did it give me a Blood-Soaked Jade and a Void Spark? Because if it does, my god, I'll be happy. By the way, I bought myself a Gloom Cask today, which was quite nice. A rank 3, so I could rank it up. Yeah, baby! And we got 2 Blood-Soaked Jades in our satchel for upgrades. I just got to get more gem power, which is why we got to run the Legendary Crest soon. Yeah, it's so weird. This stream, it doesn't look... Let me go look at the back end. I wonder if it, like, if it cut it and is going to put this out on the channel as 2 videos. By the way, today we broke 39,000 subscribers in the channel. 40,000 is my golden number, guys. You probably don't know this, but my golden number to success on YouTube is 40,000 subscribers. I have found that once you hit that mark, channels start to do very well from my previous experience. Also, the video that I put out this morning is the best video I put out in a long time. A 1 out of 10. So thank you guys for that. Let's look at the analytics right now. And it's still pulling in views. It's still pulling in 1,000 views an hour. And this stream pulling in the rest of them. So really great, guys. I'm happy that everyone is excited about it. Let's make sure that the live is only 1 live. Yes, it's only 1 live. 100% likes. Let's go. Let's go. Shall we? Oh, don't die. Don't die, Echo. So something else you're going to see here, guys, that I do a bunch of is I do a lot of Heliqury battles as well with the other creators that were out there with me, which is actually quite fun. We get to all go in as the Tempest and try and do it together, which was not optimal, right? It was not the easiest thing to do, And the Tempest is not really made to be a standalone class and just rock things on our own. It's a class that'll work well with others. And I know that Red October shared this on Twitter earlier today. He probably got it from one of the trailers, which I do have the trailers queued up and we could watch them. The thought process behind the Tempest. It is considered a light class, alongside in the same area as the Crusader. So it's a light, meaning not bloody, like the Blood Knight evil, you know, undead, you know, that type. Not undead. The Necromancer was undead. Blood Knight, they're both like very gory type characters. This one here, very much more a light, child of the light type class. Now check this out. This Skeleton King ain't going down so quick. It's not going down so quick. They don't eliminate legendary gems, no. This is the new class, Shadow Reaper. Yes, welcome to the stream. You are witnessing my gameplay, my exclusive gameplay of the Tempest class in Diablo Immortal. I still can't get over my stream shutting down before. That's crazy. Wonder if I need a new computer. Maybe I need a 4090, not just this 3090 junk anymore. Not just the 3090 junk. Turn in this monstrous essence and then you can watch. See, I'm struggling through this battle. It's not happening quickly. Thanks so much, Ivan. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of very much appreciated being valued enough by Blizzard to have them bring me out and, you know, show me what this game was all about. Value my opinion enough to bring me out there. It was really cool. I mean, shit, I've been covering this game for what? 4 years. I've been covering this game for 4 years. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me is I started 2.5 years before it launched. That's what's wrong with me. But it was all worth it. We are in good position now to do big things inside of the game, to really get to work with Blizzard in ways that I've always wanted to. And I'm just a happy dude. Happy dude. Very appreciative of everything that I have and have worked for. You're used to your Necro or my Crusader? I am used to the Necro and the Crusader. You're right. So look at, these are the gems that they stacked our bags with. This is all the stuff that you get. Like, used for class changing. Transfig. $40.90 is for games like Arc S Ascended. Yeah, Grumble, I get it, but I'm putting a lot of strain on my system. Right now, I'm actually not putting a lot of strain on my system. There's no game like that's running right now. It's just a recording. There's just a browser and OBS doing all the stream. So there's not a lot of strain, but when I normally play, I have Diablo Immortal running, I have the stream running, I have OBS running, chats running, so it's a lot more of a strain on the system. Right now, this computer should be cold as ice, baby. It's not, though. It's got some heat coming out of it. My computer case sucks, too, though. OG of DI. Yeah, Vinny, it's true, man. I am the first creator ever for Diablo Immortal. That's something kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that. Cool skins? Yeah, I actually show you guys some of the skins. I showed you in the beginning the one that I'm wearing, but we do go to the shop, and we take a look at one of the cosmetics that's in the shop as well available. No back-end tasking. I'm not sure what you mean by that, buddy. What do you mean by back-end tasking? Sad thing is that there's not going to be BlizzCon anymore, so I'm not going to be able to go out and visit all my friends at BlizzCon and all you guys that happen to be there. That was a sad realization, but hopefully they do other types of events and I could be part of those. That would be quite nice. New class isn't the herbalist? No, not an herbalist. Look, now we're on the test dummy, taking a look at how much damage we could actually deal with this class. How much damage can the Tempest actually do in a 60-second test? Now again, over time, we're gonna create and build, more optimal builds that do a lot more damage and that play off of one another better. That all happens with time. But in a nutshell, or a quick build, this is what we're looking at here. Now, remember, I think I had all the essences too. Now, I didn't mess around with all the essences in full. I did play with some of them, but we didn't go crazy and like go essence heavy. Some players did. So that's the wave primary attack you're basically watching right now. Big, wide stuff. There's the damage we did. Legendary gems did a lot of damage from the primary. But as you can see, not a crazy amount of damage right there. Yeah, get the Tempest on that. I think I actually go and upgrade all my gear too. Just to get them all to level 30. I don't have them level 30 in the real game. Ivan says, Diablo Immortal is hard to achieve like you Echoes because of I have to work. That's why... Oh, dude. I have a full-time job. I have a part-time job. I have 4 YouTube channels that I record almost daily on. And I have 2 kids and a wife. We could always play. There's always time to play. Like, I'm literally streaming right now and playing on the side. It's all about multitasking. But for me, it's a job, right? Like, this whole YouTube thing, it's a job. So we have some essences here, where I actually start looking at the essences that we have. So you guys can get a little idea. Like, let's take a look at a few of them here. Here we go. Sacred Grasp. Cascade now conjures converging currents around you, damaging and knocking back enemies. The damage and radius of currents is increased for every Zypher you control. Or Dream and Drown. Cascade now causes you and your Zypher's attacks to release waves at enemies you hit, dealing damage to them and nearby enemies. We also have Windwalk cooldown is reduced. Or Squall now marks enemies for X seconds before... Ooh, see that? X seconds, a placeholder. It ruptures and slices through them, dealing damage 50% of the damage you dealt while they were marked. So there's a lot of these essences that we're going to be able to take a look at. I would anticipate, so if this update's coming in 6 days, right? What day is that? So what is it today? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm assuming that we're going to have patch notes on Monday, and I'll break those down for you. They'll give us more details of what we're going to be seeing in the update. That's my assumption. I don't have any word of that. I just know that they'll typically do patch notes on a Monday before a big update. And for Blizzard, for Diablo Immortal, this is a big update, right? This is another big one that's coming to the game. It's the biggest time for Diablo Immortal was 1, launch, and 2, when the Blood Knight launched. 2 biggest ones. So hopefully you guys are able to see a handful of the essences as we go through. Keep in mind, this is a live stream. It will be a video. You can come through and watch this as a video at any point you want and pause the video and watch. So right here, Truth and Treasure. Mist Touch cooldown is reduced for every half a second for every skill you cast. Or Footprints of the Abyss. Breaker now conjures 2 Zephyrs to ride the wave, damaging enemies in their path. We have Atonement Brand. Zephyr's Surge deals 8% increased damage each time it strikes the same target, up to a maximum of 40%. See what I'm saying? All this stuff is going to change how the builds work, how everything is played. I'm receiving text messages. So I was just... Also, there's a lot of placeholder images in there too. Notice all the weapons, they all look the same. It's because they haven't yet input the actual images that are going to go in there. Remember, this is a test build. This is a developer's build. And a lot of times in these, there's placeholders just to put there for when the actual imagery is going to go in. So over the next 2 weeks, from when I play this to when it goes live, they had a lot of work to do. They had a lot of things to put in there. One second, my wife's messaging me. Sounds great. My son Brody's birthday is coming up. It's June 3rd. So he's going to be 8 on June 3rd. You're getting him. I don't want to tell you guys. I don't want him to watch the video and get a little... I don't want him to get a little sneak peek as to what his gifts are going to be. Got Macy sleeping under here, see? Hey, lady. There. Good night. He's sleepy. Sleepy pup. So here we go. Essentially, I'm just going through all these. Windwalk now makes... Oh, no. Breaker now... I'm going too fast. I can't even read it in time before I scroll. But for someone that really wants all these details, you totally can just pause the stream. Or pause the video when it's as a video. And you can take a closer look. Windwalk now increases your evasion rating and reduces all skill cooldowns. That's quite nice. Storms without number. Stormfurrier now empowers only you, causing every 3 primary attacks to release a violent storm around you that damages, pulling, and nearby enemies. Essentially what I'm doing here is just putting a few essences in play that are liable to the build or part of the build. Oh, thanks so much. Hey, what's up, Gothrix? How you doing, bro? And Chris, what's up, man? Yeah, well, I didn't see new familiars. I didn't see anything about new familiars. I saw about the new familiar cosmetics. But see, we're just putting a little build together that's going to work a little bit better here. Yeah, Scrappy Echoes has been led by Red October. And Scrappy used to lead it as well, but since day one. Zephyr's Surge deals 8% increased damage each time it strikes the same target, up to a maximum of 40%. Tidal Rush now commands your Zephyrs to charge the target. A lot of different things with these Zephyrs. The Zephyrs are what really make this class fun. It's like a Necro. It's like a Necro, although they don't play like a Necro. It does not play like a Necro at all. But it's like a monk with Necro spawn, although the spawn are very different than Necro spawns. You know, it's a good hybrid class. It is actually a lot different. I initially said that I thought it was going to play like a Blood Knight and like a Blood Knight Monk mix. And it actually felt, if it felt like anything the most, it felt like the Monk from the days that I remember playing Monk, which was back when I was in technical, when it was in the technical alpha, I believe. That's when I played it. The Monk. Zephyr damage is increased by 15%. I love the idea of that, right? You miss Scrappy, Gothrix? I know, man. I know. Scrappy, when are you going to start making YouTube videos again in the gaming world? He now is making videos for travel and cruising on his Tom Sunday YouTube channel. If you miss Scrappy, you can find him there. It's called Tom Sunday on YouTube. But when are you going to come back and do gaming videos, man? Any good team buffs? It does have some buff skills for the Tempest. We were talking about that earlier in the video. Blade Dance maximum charge is increased. We have Crosswinds now causes you and Zephyrs to launch wind blades, damaging and slowing enemies. Vortex now increases your primary attack speed by 15%. Wind Edge becomes empowered when you use a skill, cursing your next 2 primary attacks, dealing 15,000 additional damage to nearby enemies. Mist Touch Orbs also increases your attack and movement speed. So a lot of cool essences. Now keep in mind, the essences that we're looking at here, they are not going to be as many essences as we have for other classes that have been getting new essences every month. But they are still going to have a lot, which that would be overwhelming, right? Having it launch with the same number of essences that other classes now have. They have to have the room as well. Like when the Blood Knight launched, it didn't have the same number of essences that the Barbarian had that launched on day 1. It has been getting more over time. All right, I think I should probably, what I could do is I could skip through all this. Let's see how far. Oh, I think that's really it. We go into skills, we go looking around, it's raining everywhere. There we go. We do the fractured plane. That was the next step. And we get to see some of these skills in action. How your vid's going, pal, with the new flying camera? Gothrix asked Scrappy. He says, going really well, man. I am actually going on a cruise in about a week. Ready for action. Bermuda. Nice, dude. So the fractured plane, like any other class in the beginning, is difficult. Notice I don't have a pet either. We were not equipped with pets from the start, and there was really... I guess I could have used a contract and gotten one. I just didn't. But there were... I was able to actually get a familiar from the familiar shop. So I did, and I eventually equipped one. But one of the other content creators bought all the good ones. So I wasn't able to get anything that was good. He got some really cool ones, though. So you're getting to see how some of these skills work. We got the dash. Look at the wave, though, is cool. We can ride that wave. And this is a really nice way that Blizzard implements new classes. They allow us to try it in the fractured plane, which is good for people that are just scared, that are scared to play or class change. It's also good because when you guys start playing and when I start playing, none of us are going to have essences for this class. It's going to be essence-less. So hopefully you saved up your mysterious legendary equipment so that you could use it all on the day that the Tempest launches, just so you can get some of that gear. Or we're going to have our essences that come over from transfer. So we're going to have to really do some essence hunting, some farming, and building out some of these skills that we really want to manipulate inside of the game. So being able to test them in Fractured Plane, it's not a bad idea. It's actually quite fun as well. I struggled here, though. I didn't have a ton of... I had to, like, keep kiting everything away. I do reply to chat, Henry. What are you talking about, bro? I've been talking about it, talking to you guys the whole time. I guess it takes a comment like that for me to really have your spot out. Oh, Chris, you got 100+ mystery legendary boxes in your bag at the moment. Nice job, bro. I probably got 50, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. It's nice to have them, though. They fixed the familiar shop. I don't know. I don't think that the familiar shop is broken. I think everything is just bought out instantly once something comes in to the shop. When we're talking about like in real game, but here it was in a closed, it was in a beta of the game, so it was just, I ignore you, Mahai. Yeah, right. I think it was just there was no one to buy them out, right? So they were available for me to buy, which was cool. And I did. I bought what I could. So look, we're getting a little bit stronger. We have our dash skill, which cuts you right through your opponents. The class looks promising, Martin says. Can't wait to try it. It's promising. It's a fun class. It's something different to Diablo Immortal, you know? It's something different to the whole Diablo universe at that. How long have we been live? I don't know how long I was live before the stream cut out on me. Does it tell me? Oh, we started at 11. What time is it now? All right, we've almost been live for... We've been live for an hour and 15. I'm an hour into the footage. I don't have to play all the footage. There's some stuff where I just sit in like the Paragon trees for a long period of time, which I don't mind sharing the footage with you guys. It was my experience, and I actually do have footage of all the other guys' experiences too. It was all shared with us. But I'll let them share their own experiences with you guys on their channels. Like Misery Hates Company, Tiny Penny, a bunch of other creators that we had out there that were a lot of fun. I'm hungry. What's for lunch? What's for lunch, kids? What is teleport cosmetic I use? I showed that in the beginning of the stream. That was the portal I was using. It's shown in the beginning. They described the Tempest class as bad from as shown from the developers. They didn't create character, instead buy them. Buy them from Netties instead? No, dude. Nero, they work together on the project, man. They're working on the same game. Not buying anything. White Castle sliders, yum. That's drunken food right there. Chinese food? That actually sounds great, Clown. That sounds really good. Blow it up like you thought I would.
This is greater.
Yo, Red October. Hit me on Twitter.
I must wait.
Twitter. Nothing really gets me away from Twitter. I just keep going back to it. Okay, time to look back on here at the game. I'm gonna actually spend a little bit more time talking to chat. You know what I'm also gonna do? I'm gonna sit down. My back is hurting. What up, Sarah? Listening while working. Been dealing with a horrible family emergency for the last few weeks. I'm so behind on information. The Tempest and Paragon. How do the new Paragons look? The Paragons look simplified. They look simplified. Oh, where are you all going? I don't often sit. But sometimes when you stand for too long, I want a pillow to sit on. I'm gonna get a nice soft pillow under my rump. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a win right there. Oh. Especially because we're just watching the footage. Hey Echo. How do you have the Graken skin on the new class? Is this come, or is it just the testa? The test server came with one cosmetic. I'm not sure if that's gonna come with the game is live. I would love. It would be awesome. How cool would it be if they gave us a skin with it? Keep in mind, any cross-class cosmetics that you have. Well, you know what? That's not true. It doesn't make all cross-class cosmetics available for new classes. Only stand again? No, my back. Current cross-class cosmetic is available. Yes, so the Mad King cosmetic is available on this class. My Twitter post, we need those blue DI shirts. Yeah, I know, man. Sick, right? Very lucky. No, it's my special thing, man. Try and take the special away. I didn't really take many pictures while I was away. I should have taken some. I have one of me and Misery Hates Company in the same spot where me and DM had taken a picture. I miss DM. So that was nice. I should probably start sharing them on socials now because I wasn't able to share anything until today, but now we can. Now the sharing can commence. Fractured Plane, keeping on moving on. Let's see what Crest stand again. On a pillow. Yeah, I know. Prince Echo on a pillow. Yo, Jasper, I'm from the Philippines and I used to play Diablo 1, 2, 3, renting in a cop shop to see it now. Reminiscing. You're reminiscing on it, looking at Diablo now. Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, I totally get the remembering the game from days of old, right? That's why I love Immortal. Back in the day, when I was a teenager, I had tons of time to play these games. But now, as an adult, I don't have tons of time, so I like being able to play as an adult on mobile. We now have proof of stance. Yeah, Misery's a lot taller than me. He's a tall dude, and I'm not a tall dude. So he's got the height. So does DM. I feel, and they're like the only. Everyone else that was at the event, I was either the same height as or taller than, but Misery was taller than me. Just curious if they level squish will make many unavailable like what happened when WoW did it. I'm not sure what you mean by many unavailable. Level squish is not really going to do anything that's going to hurt your progress, your power, or anything like that. It's just putting you in different hell difficulties. Why they look purple? Who looks purple? See my Zyphers right there? It does seem like there is actually a timer on the Zypher. You're getting a good look right now at them in here, actually. Zephyr, not Zypher. They're called Zephyrs. Notice we got a little bit more speed going on. We put on some gear. Nero says, Echo, the wind blades, can they be enhanced with beneficial effects at least to have 100% uptime? I mean, I don't know about 100%. I didn't mess with the durations and all that stuff, but obviously beneficial duration increases for all your stat gear and even for some of your secondary gear will enhance the length of your skills. I don't remember though if wind blades wasn't that the primary attack though, wind blades? I don't recall. Yeah, and Red makes a good point. The only thing that changes are not your stats, but just the level of hell difficulty that you're in. It doesn't make you lose stats or anything like that. You're just placed in a different difficulty level. That's all. That's it. Do you guys want to see me go through all this fractured plane, or should we fast forward to some more Paragon stuff? Blaine says, Blizzard is doing a free trial for Diablo 4. Is it any good? Diablo is the first one I've played. I played WoW for years, but never looked for it. Should I try it? How similar is it? Diablo 4 is very different than Diablo Immortal. Very different. I prefer Diablo Immortal. But if they're offering it for free, why not try it out? Try it out and see what you think. I know that it takes a lot of criticism. A lot of critique for the title. I did not see DM Nero. He was not invited because he doesn't cover Diablo Immortal anymore. What up, Chris? Paragon stuff? Okay. I think we should go to Paragon stuff too. We've seen Fractured Plane a bit, right? We can go to the ending of it and maybe see the final takedown. Man, this was a long event. All right, so there was my clear. Those are all the items that I was using. There's our image right there of that. Very clunky and terrible. Well, it's changed again since launch, but yeah, they just had a season 4 right now. All right, so I believe what we go to are some Paragon stats right now. We also, I mean, I don't go straight to Paragon. Claim our rewards. Let's see, I'm getting Paragon levels there, so I wonder if I'm going to go in there and start doing it. I don't recall what my stuff was. Notice right there, that item was just a blanket image in place. All right, here we are. We're taking a look here at the Paragon system again. Notice I'm unlocking as I go with all the Paragon points, as much of the tree as I can. Soon I realize, and notice as we're getting more armor, armor pen, and all that stuff. Soon I realize, and that was a nice feature there where you could unlock all and the ones prior to it. I'm noticing soon that we can then start equipping things on the left-hand side in that bar that's right above my head. So you're noticing there as we gain the attributes. Boom. So we're switching to this tree, and then I could activate different skills. So I'm starting to learn this. I didn't know it yet, but here I'm just spending a lot of the Paragon points and giving you guys a quick peek into what some of these Paragon trees actually do. Did they give us food? Yeah, man. Well, they put us up in the hotel, which had a fantastic breakfast. When we got to Blizzard headquarters, they had breakfast for us and a nice Starbucks coffee. You remember Bloodshed? Bloodshed used to stream Diablo 3. He now works at Blizzard. I got to see Bloodshed. I got to see Adam. I saw Blizzkeel. I saw Wyatt Chang. I saw Leviathan. These are all people that now work at Blizzard, that some of which used to be content creators. These are all some of the big names that I got to spend time with. They gave us food. They gave us then lunch, which was delightful. For breakfast, I had some type of an egg, cheese, bacon burrito. For lunch, I had just a plain old chicken sandwich type thing. Not chicken salad, but like a regular chicken breast sandwich. And then dinner, they took us all out to a Brazilian steakhouse. All the staff was there for Diablo Immortal, and all of us creators that were brought out. So it was really cool. And yep, Red makes a good point as well, that during this update time, class changing is unlimited. You could do it as many times as you want in any time frame. You don't have to wait for the 24-hour cooldown. So if you want to try the class, you don't like it, you can instantly switch back to your previous class. So really cool that they're lifting those requirements just for the event itself. Now, keep in mind, as I'm playing through all this, I'm sitting next to other creators. We're discussing different builds. We're discussing how the system works. We're learning together because none of us were given a tutorial as we came into this. We were all just kind of figuring things out. So there were times where I was just sitting and kind of discussing with the person next to me, which I believe was Ezrath, and figuring out how we're working stuff. And that's why very soon we're going to see how I start equipping things on the other side. For some reason, I wasn't seeing the activate button in the bottom right-hand side. They created a whole area for what in D4? So here we go. I think this is where I realized I could hit the activate button. Did they say anything about server merges? No, that wasn't the purpose of that visit, so I don't know anything on that. Who are all the people invited to the event? Here, I'll tell you all their names. Oh, see, now here we're going. I'm activating different skills, additional skills. I was realizing and testing to see if I was able to try out different ones from different trees. And the answer to that was no, you're not. You have to stick within the tree that you're working. We also have some Heliqury battles that we do too. I don't have a ton of pictures. I really don't. I didn't take a bunch. We got to see all the statues and all the stuff they have there. The whole headquarters, how Blizzard functions. Who was I with? I was with Aurelus. I was with Tiny Penny. Misery Hates Company. I also was there with Keys. And Taniho. That may have been it. There was someone else that I was there with. I forget the name. Yeah, there was one more person I can't remember. Yo, take care, clown. Be well, brother. Be well, man. Ivan, yeah, Blood Knight's a good class. Blood Knight's a great class, actually. But with the new Tempest coming, I would say try out the new Tempest. It's like the first time in the whole world that people could try out this class. Right? Wouldn't it be worth trying? Wouldn't you think? You'd be one of the first in the world to try out the new class if you get your download quick. Class change quick. Remember when class changing wasn't a thing in the game?
Welcome to my own little slice of the wilds.
Now it would be like, how do you even play the game without class change? So funny how many different changes have come to the game over time. What kind of questions do you have for me? Hit me up with any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer anything that I can. I'll be checking chat. I don't really know what I was going to here next. All old skills gone? All old Paragon tree skills are gone, yeah. You see how I was just invisible inside of that? I don't think old skins are going to return for new classes. No, I don't think they're gonna.
Good choice. Don't forget to water it.
All right, we're rolling some pets right here. Trying to get something good. Notice the pet system hasn't changed. Yeah, and for the Heliqury, you know what? Let's. We don't need to see anything for pets here. It's not important. We could. Pet stuff hasn't changed. We went back in here. We did another little bit of a little fight. Who was I dueling with here? Oh, Ezereth again. Ezereth takes me out again. See, I thought I had him here too because I was in this circle. Maybe I did beat Ezereth. I beat Ezereth or Misery. I forget which one. I had him down. He's sucking my life away right there. I had my, yeah, my blessing. What was it called? I forget the name of the gem. Blessing of the Worthy or something. Procced and saved my life. Did Tempest feel as good as your... No, Polite. My Crusader felt better than the Tempest, but then again, I'm more of a veteran with the Crusader, so I understand it better, right? We got Lyle Pearton saying, Echo, so glad to actually find you on a live stream. Been following you since I really got into Diablo Immortal, and it's helped me a hell of a lot. Due to time difference, I miss your streams, but welcome from South Africa. What's up, man? Welcome, buddy. Thanks for coming to the stream. I'm glad we were able to catch up live. We have Jartree saying, you mentioned in your video that Tempest is considered a ranged class. How does that make sense? It is considered a ranged class, but it definitely has a hybrid. When they were talking to us about the type of class, what it was, is it melee or ranged? It is a ranged class. So... but definitely not the typical ranged class like you would expect when you're thinking about something like a wizard. Let me do this right here. Got a QR code I had to scan to add a contact. Got it. We got it. I'm closing anything that's not important for the stream. How's the sound? How's the volume, by the way? I didn't ask you guys about that. So are we getting into another battle here? What's going on? Oh, we have another battle. You can't miss my duels when I win. Your boy doesn't win a lot of duels, right? So I better at least show it when I do. Who are we fighting? You got Tiny Penny. He's right there. Aurelus is right there. Who do I fight? I fight Aurelus right here. I think he beats me too. I lose to everybody. Thought I had this one too because I was hiding within my waves. I'm like, yeah, this is the build. This is the jam right here. And then it didn't always work out that way. It was also tough to see a lot of the stuff. Notice how we jumped to the dummies. That was something that we were having a little bit of an issue with, how we were jumping to the dummies in that zone while we were trying to do combat. So I think that I mean, we recommended that maybe there's potentially going to be a different place for these little battles, but not the same as where the test dummies are. Or make this area bigger so the test dummies could be off to the side, you know? There's my wind wisps. See them? Those are the water... What were they called again? The Zephyrs? Zephyrs. There we go. Do I have... Start your duel. Who am I fighting right here? Misery hates company. Here we go. Me and Misery. I think I win this one. No, I'm dying. I procced. I think I take him down. He procced also. And who wins? Does he beat me? Yeah, he beat me that time. He beat me. That Blessing of the Worthy, it's saving all of us. Like, it saved me, it saved him. And then we're just attacking like crazy to see who can get the first strike in before the... before it comes back, you know, before we get our life back. I think we do another one too, another battle. But it's cool to see the Zephyrs. Like, it's hard to see them when you're trying to... It's hard to see the Zephyrs when you're in the open world, but it's easier here. Me and Misery Hates Company, we're going in. Here's my plan. Look at this. See the plan? That was the plan. I had a lot of damage quickly. Look, we already got him down. Something I did that time worked, and I crushed him that time. He beat me the last time. That time it went quick. I'm not sure why. A Fallout Boy song? What? Greed Gaming saying, I'm not good enough to become a partner yet, I guess. Got to spend another 65,000. Dude, I have not spent that much at all. I'm a low spender. Maybe a mid spender. I don't even think you'd consider it in this game, though, mid spend. What about the variant pets, man? I didn't see anything about variant pets on this build. There was nothing there. Oh, here we go. Cosmetics. You guys were asking about this. Let's go take a look at them. One of them in the shop wouldn't work. I couldn't actually swap to it. It was this one right here. It wouldn't let me swap into it. See, it was just going back to my normal. But it looks like there is going to be that blue light cosmetic, which is the same as the gray one that I'm wearing. But it's, yeah, that's the Kraken skin. This one here, it wouldn't let me buy it. But it looks like it's apparently going to be available inside of the game. Carbs for gains. I feel like the server is dying. It takes too long to queue. Random dungeon? Yeah, sometimes, I mean, you could always change servers, but that's a cool thing too. We could always hop in a server change if you're feeling like the server that you're in is dying out. There's a lot of new players coming into this game every day. I would actually say the game is getting more players daily than it's losing daily. So it's growing. Now, I don't have hard data to prove that either. All right, so we have Guillermo saying he doesn't like that because the Chinese have chaos pets with elements and we don't. A lot of times, things that we see are things that we see in China will make their way over here. That typically happens. How long did I know that the new class was the Tempest? I didn't officially know until you guys officially knew. I don't think. But I had the, what's it called? The data mines. So I kind of knew that it was going to be the Tempest because my data miner from back in the day was really good. And the information that he pulled was legit. I'm just trying to get us to our Heliqury battles so we could watch a little bit of that. I think this is it right here. Yep, I think so. Is this a Heliqury battle? Where's the rest of the team? No, I don't think it is.
That's still recharging.
It's cool that you can see the Zephyrs going into the battle right there. Now that I'm watching back, it's easier to see. Alright, that's not Heliquary. But we're about to get one. Yeah, it is really cool to be able to go and experience this stuff, though. All right, here we go to the barbershop. I showed this in my video today, too, where you can kind of just see what the cosmetic changes can be made to the class. I don't care about this so much. I typically just do it once and get him the way I think he looks cool, and then I'll do it again. But maybe some people want to change their gender or something. Who knows? Or just change their look. Who are we to judge? I think it's nice that they have the feature. A lot of competitors in the space, like MMORPGs, they have, you know, a lot of these in-depth cosmetic change options. So we could change that as well. What's more important from a DPS perspective, combat rating or set bonuses? It's a combination of both, man. You get some, I mean, it's a combination of everything. You get set bonuses, you get gear bonuses, you can get bonuses based on your secondary stats, based on the gems you're wearing. It's really just a complete, well-rounded build. But combat rating is important. It's definitely important. All right, we saw what that looks like. Let's keep on going here. I think we're about to do some Heliquary. We're queuing up. Here's a bunch of the names of the content creators, by the way. MHC, Ezereth, Orlis, Tonin, Echo, and Keys. I don't know. I think we may have been missing someone else. Maybe they join up. Yep, and Tiny Penny. There he is. So let's see these guys in action. What is VDubs? Can someone answer me? VDubs, is it an intelligence class? I'm not sure if it's... I don't remember if it's an intelligence class. I don't recall. I could look at the trailer. I wonder, did it show it in the trailer, Red? Vinny, you're an OG, man. What you yelling like that for, bro? What's the yelling for, man? So we struggled a bit with Heliquary here. It wasn't easy. After class changing, Farming Essence's thoughts on overland farming. Oh, okay, so after you class change, first of all, you want to have all your mysterious legendary equipment that you could activate and open after your class change. It's going to essentially be free essences for you. Open world farming I like. I was open world farming yesterday. I probably had the game open, was doing it for about 3 hours, and I must have pulled in 20-something legendary pieces. 20-something, which is really good. You also can get a good amount from running Heliquary if you have your Heliquary runs. They drop, when I do Heliquary with my team, I drop between 3 and 8 legendary pieces of gear every time. All right, so that's another great way to get yourself a bunch of gear. And you could run the Accursed Towers. I find that you get some good stuff when you run Accursed Towers as well. My personal experience. But really, the brainless way of doing it, and also, of course, participating in events that are giving you free mysterious legendary items as well. But open world farming is probably the most common way of doing it. I mean, you can get them in dungeons too, but you know. What's the video going to be about tomorrow? What am I going to put a video out on tomorrow? I've taken you guys through the entire class. Yo, what up, Misery, bro? I just was showing our PvP battle before, man. You beat me one and I beat you one. Sorry, I'm messaging. Just messaging with the party mates in my farming that I'm doing right here on the side. Saying what up. I'm wondering, what do we got? We got a good 2,000 views in this stream already. Probably one of my better streams since launch. Oh, we got Zonic right here. He's in chat as well, and he's playing along. Misery, you working right now, or are you home, buddy? Show the pic. I told him about the pic. I have it on my phone, I think. Man, you are a hell of a lot taller than me, dude. I'll throw the pic on this. I'll get it. One, two, three. I'll show you guys my favorite statue at Blizzard 2. I'll show you a bunch of stuff. Okay? Give you guys good luck. Nero, what's the problem? Echo, was this account created with your name and the video submitted to you? Did you play? Yeah, Nero, I played. I said this a few times in the stream. You probably weren't here. Last week, I was flown out to Blizzard headquarters along with a handful of other Diablo partner creators. And we got to test out the game, interview the staff, spend time with them. And, yes. I did. This is my gameplay. This is me playing on a build that was created for me inside of a test build for the game. And Red helps me because he's my mod, so it's his job to answer questions and stuff. And he's also a friend. So. All right. Man, Misery is so much taller than me. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Alright, so what do we got here? Let me close Discord. I don't want any extra. Oh, I died in Heliqury. It was hard. Felt like my build was a little weak. Alright, so one image at a time. First, we have all the people that were there. Oh, wow, it came in big, didn't it? Well, we got our first clear, too. These are all the people that were there, right? All the content creators. There's me, Misery sitting next to each other. We had Adam. We have the whole team. Blizzkeel. Really great people. One. We have this one right here, which is my favorite statue at Blizz. Narius. Trying to size this up right for you guys. Check out that statue. Awesome statue. Love that. Then we got me and my buddy, MHC, who's a lot taller than me. By a lot. But so is DM. Everyone's taller than me. Actually, though, it's funny thing is, look at how much taller he is than me. Look at how long his legs are. Look at those legs. But yeah, nice picture of us. I'm 5'8", and he's like 6'10". But yeah, it was cool. I have a picture of me and DM in the same spot as well, which is really cool. Let me remove those. Never prided myself in my height, guys. But like I said, and Misery would attest to this, I was taller than, or the same height as most of the other people there. He was by far the tallest dude there. All right, what do we got here? I play on the Iceburn tier. What else do we have here? What are we going to go through? I did mess around with Paragon trees a little bit more. We kind of went over a lot of this. It is a great picture, man. It is a great picture. I didn't take a ton. I've been to Blizzard a bunch of times, so I didn't take pictures of like all the statues and stuff because I had them already. What's up, Jenna? I know he does have legs for days. Yeah. Yeah, he kept asking me to touch them, saying how soft they were. I thought it was a little weird, so I told him no. Should I have been concerned? I'm not sure. Yeah, Misery, I mean, Red, I've met you in real life, too. I don't think you were much taller than me, right? I think we're about the same height. So, again, playing with these, taking a look at what they all offer. Can confirm, Echo is average height. I'm the outlier. Yeah, but it's a good way to outlie. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm tall enough to reach the floor. Oh man, that says something right there, brother. That says something. So here, look, we actually dove into the Paragon tree here, and we started equipping more of the talents, or more of the skills, I should say. Over, activate, it goes into an open slot. And if I remove my camera, you'll see I activate, it goes into an open slot. We can get one more that fits in there. Choosing it, activating it, that's how you do it. And this final one, after Paragon 300, you could activate that skill, which is weird because I was Paragon 300, but it wouldn't let me activate it. Maybe because it needs to be from a different tree. Let's see. Did I try that? I don't remember. I don't remember if I was actually able to. Let's see if I could try and activate it. I don't remember what I did right here. What did I actually do? I gotta hit the activate button and we'll see what I do. And this tree was active. I wasn't sure that it was for some reason in my video today, but it was active. And again, you could just go and pre-do all this stuff. Did you guys watch the developers, look at developing and creating the Tempest? That video came out early this morning. Yo, what up, AES? How you doing, bro? It's been a while. Nero. It's pretty simple, dude. Blizzard has a test server where they test out the game as they're making it. They made a test account for each of the content creators. So they named mine Echo 1. They named Misery's MHC1 or something like that. They named Tiny Penny Tiny Penny. They made us accounts on the test server so we could test out the builds, to test out the class and to test out the Paragon system. This is not in the real game. This is in their test version of the game, which is coming to the game, the real live game, soon. And we'll be able to consume all of this on our main accounts. Oh my gosh. I don't think you're understanding it, Nero. This is how it works in the gaming world. I have test builds for Clash of Clans. I have test builds for other Supercell games, some that aren't even out yet. I have test builds for all different games because this is how it works in the industry. That's how you get feedback, and that's how you test things before they come out. Oh, man. That was a difficult one. Hopefully you understand. Pretty simple. Pretty simple concept. Hey, girl. Pup. Oh, you can't see her. I'll show you quick. She's right here. Can you see her if I show you here? Yeah, look at her. Look at her dad. Good girl. All right. Keep that rolling. Thank you for complimenting my smile, Nero. I'll just take it at that. There's some people that just are, what is it called? What are they called? Conspiracy theorists? Dude, I'm just a guy who plays fucking video games. That's it. I just play video games. I'm not trying to take over the government or the world or create my own religion or following. None of that. I'm just trying to play video games and have fun. Yo, what up, Eli? Welcome. I didn't, BB Bet, good question. I didn't see anything about gear, about level 40 gear. The max level that we had inside of this build was level 30. So I would anticipate that we're not gonna be seeing that soon because I did not see it. So I think that is, I don't think there's much more that I went through here inside of the video that I need to share. Just a lot more Paragon related stuff and all that. So I think what I'm gonna do here is let's play. You know what? Let's just cut it at this. Let's just cut it. I think we did everything that we need to do. I think that we had a good stream here, guys. I think that was enough time. It's been 2 hours. Your boy's got to get back to work. The Tempest is going to be great. I hope that you guys all try it out because it is a solid class and quite a bit of fun to play. So with all that said, I appreciate you guys coming through. We'll see you guys back in the game when this does launch. It's only what is it, the 23rd or the 26th? I don't recall. I don't remember what exact date we were going to be getting it. One of those two. 6 days from now. So what is that? It's 23rd. Yeah. What up, Phil? So when that day comes, we will all be downloading this. We will all be participating in getting our new loading screen, getting our new class, using our mysterious legendary items to get all of the essences that we can. And we are going to then crush this new class inside Diablo Immortal. Hopefully that you guys all try it out. I mean, really, class change. They're giving us unlimited class changes. Utilize it so that we can kind of just enjoy the game together and try the new class. I'm getting out of here, guys. I appreciate all you coming through. Nice stream today. If you want to see more, this will be on the channel as a video, or you could check out the video I dropped this morning, or you could check out Misery Hates Company video because he put something out as well. I didn't watch it, Misery, not yet. Sorry, buddy. It's been a busy day. Appreciate all you sub, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.